Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in this offseason when the Knicks signed Jalen Brunson to a 4 year, $104 million deal. A lot of people thought it was an overpay for a guy who definitely had his excellent moments in last season's postseason, especially with Luka Doncic out, but hadn't put it together for a full season. Well, I think it's safe to say it has panned out thus far. If we look at last night's game, the New York Knicks beat the Washington Wizards 112 to 108 to improve to 5 games over 500. Just another day in the office for Jalen Brunson. 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, hit 2 clutch free throws at the end. He's been super clutch this season, although when he did get to the free throw line late in the game, I am a diehard Knicks fan. I thought about that Chicago Bulls game where he missed both and then DeRozan hit the game winner, but he hit them when they absolutely needed him to, and it was just another stellar performance for Jalen Brunson. This is via Knicks Muse on Twitter. So Jalen Brunson's last 5 games: 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 50% shooting; 34 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 55% shooting; 44 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 50% shooting; 26 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 47% shooting; 38 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 63% shooting. So Jalen Brunson has kind of been unconscious of late and has the Knicks performing on all cylinders. If you remember last season, the Knicks starting lineup really struggled, and then once the reserves came in, the Knicks started chipping away at leads. The bench was kind of outperforming the starters at time. That has not been the case this season, especially since Quentin Grimes has entered the starting lineup. Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson have performed very well together. This via Empire Sports Media. So I mentioned that Brunson has become very clutch this season. So this goes on to mention that Brunson has now become the Knicks' go-to guy when they need a bucket late in closely contested games. Brunson's 96 clutch points rank third in the NBA, and he is shooting 55.2% from the field and 55.6% from deep in the clutch as well. So he's become that go-to guy. Randall's having an excellent season, but he does occasionally have those moments at the end of the games where he might hold on to the ball too long, throw a bad turnover. Jalen Brunson's that guy that wants the ball in his hands, and as you see, has shot excellently towards the end of close games. Take a look at his season numbers, and they are just steadily rising, as I mentioned, his last 5 games. But 22.2 points, 6.5 assists, so over a 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. More than almost 6 points per game more than last season, and nearly the same amount of minutes. A lot of people did question whether he would be able to continue this. His play without Luka, but his numbers weren't quite as high because Luka Doncic is such a ball-dominant player. But this guy's been a winner everywhere he's went, helping lead Dallas to the conference finals last season, winning a national title with Villanova, and he definitely has the Knicks on an upswing after a very disappointing 2021-2022 season. So it's hard to say who he's the best point guard for since on the New York Knicks. Of course, we go back to Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier is the upper echelon of Knicks career point guards, arguably best, second, or third best Knick of all time, depending on how you rank him, Willis Reed, and Patrick Ewing. But since then, they've had a hodgepodge of point guards. Some of the more recent ones: Jose Calderon, Raymond Felton, Elfrid Payton. We go back a little bit more: Charlie Ward, Chris Childs. Some of those guys are serviceable. Now, Stephon Marbury, it could be almost argued that Marbury might have a little more talent than be a little bit more skilled than Jalen Brunson, but Starbury's play wasn't really conducive to winning. He really had just one season where he put up great numbers for the Knicks. He averaged 21.7 points and 8.1 assists in 2004-05, but that was also in 40 minutes per game. We have a guy like Mark Jackson, who was a superb passer, but never could put the ball in the hoop as frequently as Jalen Brunson did. I wasn't around to see Michael Ray Richardson or maybe a Ray Williams. So maybe if you've seen them, especially Michael Ray Richardson, we know he had off the court issues, but when he was on the court, he had a season where he led the league in both assists and steals in the same season. So do you think Jalen Brunson should be an all-star consideration? Knicks are currently sixth in the Eastern Conference. Him and Julius Randle definitely deserve a lot of they definitely deserve a case to be on the team. I personally think Brunson should definitely be on. Randall has the stats, and they're sixth in the East. They've been playing much better. I don't think it's a problem if they were to have two guys on the All Star team. So let me know in the comments, who is Jalen Brunson the best Knicks point guard since? Do you think he should be an all-star? How far do you think the Knicks can stay in that sixth seed in the East where they will not have to take part in the play-in tournament? Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.